Hello guys, my name is Wes. I am here today bringing you guys a video on Leaping Lemur, aka now the Leaping lolcow. He was I would say, somewhat respected commentator on lolcows, but he became one himself. He ended up, pretty much essaying a girl. Mind you, she was 19 and shouldn't have been drinking, and he brought her alcohol and got her blackout drunk. And TLDR, she woke up completely naked with him on top of her. Let's get on to that video. If you do like my ramblings, my rantings, and my yada yadas, drop a follow, because there's going to be more of that. Onto the video.
Like, if I was lying, I probably wouldn't be able to lie this good. So I'm telling you right now.
But you are lying.
This girl isn't a very good person. She isn't a very good person at all. Like, you have to understand that. I don't drink.
You're the crappy person.
Long ago. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everybody drinks before they turn 21, right? If
you
like
drink.
19, 20, you go into a party, you're gonna drink. So I'm drinking. I mean, that's what I do.
You drink. You literally just contradicted yourself. I
have 3,000 in my savings. Don't be thinking any motherfucker can take care of you.
Oh my gosh, you can't. No motherfucker can take care of you. I got 3,000 in my savings. Already right there, he's speaking like a lolcow, because yes, $3,000 is a lot of money, but it's also not a lot of money. $3,000 isn't going to get you very far in life. But it is a lot of money in a single month for most people. But realistically, it's not a lot of money. So why are you talking like this? It's so weird.
Like I can. Do you understand me? Autocorrect be bugging. I never thought I would be going into this video looking for a sugar daddy.
Baby, I can take care of you so much better than anybody else. I got $3,000. Oh, fuck that.
$3,000. I mean, it's only a matter of time until we see this man on the Forbes list. This woman should feel nothing but honored to even receive a dime from this future billionaire. Honestly, considering his size, it's pretty impressive to see how
he's a little rotund. He's rotund like Nova.
Could take care of your girl, bro. I mean, anywhere really. After the monthly rent and the trip to Walmart, you'll need a couple extra dollars just to be even considered poor. Huge shout out to the YouTubers on screen. They helped me a ton when it came to finding clips and screenshots of this degenerate, so their channels will be linked below. Alright, welcome back, ladies.
That bum fluff, though.
I hope everyone is having a holly and jolly New Year's. I think it's time to pick ourselves up this time around, switch out our bad habits, and replace them with new ones. I know I have mine. I'm gonna try to put in the work to reach 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure to sub up and slap a like on this video before your dad slaps you.
Don't worry, I liked your video.
In today's video wasn't celebrating 2026 with a champagne bottle and a sparkler in their hand. Matter of fact, he has about the worst start to a year I've ever seen. No amount of resolutions could redeem this guy from the atrocities that he committed, and the story all begins with the man running a YouTube channel going by the name of Leaping Lemur. At first,
Leaping
lolcow, a respected YouTuber that managed to gain quite the following, reaching up to 60,000 subscribers. Well, 50,000 now. Damn, I haven't seen a sub drop this fast since James Charles was put on that.
I thought it was so funny. Literally, the day of him posting the first apology video, being like, you guys would be able to tell if I'm not lying, like a preemptive video he posted just before the day of his accusation coming out. I already thought it was sketchy as crap. Him being like, you guys would know if I'm lying. Like, just look at me. We're looking at a freaking PNG of you. There's no like, oh my gosh, hey, at least I got face tracking. You'd be like, ooh, like, hey, something happening. Nothing's happening with that stupid PNG of a lemur, boy. Like, come on. But I thought it was so sketchy, and literally that day of, there's a YouTube short on my channel, even TikTok, of me being like, oh my gosh, Leaping Lemur's now a leaping lolcow now. I didn't really call it because it was literally obvious, like common sense. If you can put two and two together, it would be a thing already. But hey, moving on.
Either way, he would amass enough of a following to start making a name for himself and would begin to grow his own little bubble of influence. Lemur's claim to fame was entirely creating content, bashing, making fun of, and keeping up with the most infamous lolcows on the internet. Some prime examples would be Daniel Larson, Nova Online, whoever the hell this guy is. And in the end, even created 2 videos on himself that turned out to be his own little pathetic attempt of making a classic
very pathetic. Very pathetic. Oh my gosh.
Lolcow lifestyle experts was the fact that he had a much more vulgar vocabulary and would often clown on the person's appearance, weight, or their general lifestyle, which I personally don't have.
We'll get to that coming in the video. He had no business clowning on people's weights because he was literally around the way to Nova Online. Like, brother, it's the pot calling kettle black. Me, different. I mean, I'm not as skinny as this, like, beautiful mascot of mine. Oh my gosh, but still. Brother, you're not fit at all. I'm closer to being a twink in real life than freaking Lemur is to being a healthy body shape. Like, come on. Moving on.
Problem with. For his viewers know we like to throw our insults around here and there. I mean, I believe some of the things he did was call Nova a meatball, which is a little uninspiring.
Yes, yeah.
I think Jack Black's Redditor grandson would be a lot more fitting. But point being, when we take a look back
Oh,
to
don't
the
bring
older,
Jack Black
less
into this. He's
edited videos
innocent.
on
That's
Lemur's
mean.
channel, it comes across pretty ironic that he insults people's weight when his respiratory system sounds like this.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you ate some good food and opened.
Oh, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you've had a great New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Nice presents, but today we're going to be
looking at
a little bit of a Christmas story.
it's a creepy
This
story.
is a Daniel Larson Christmas.
Yeah, this Christmas tragedy must be a real sob fest. Even Lemur was gasping on his own words. But I think the more likely outcome to why it sounds like he was trying not to drown by fighting the ocean through every breath was simply due to him being close to 300 pounds, which is identical to what Nova Online and those other seaman demons weigh.
I lost so much weight. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you
What's
find
your
pictures-
What's your weight, Lemur? I want to know.
Right now, I'm 250. Be dead ass. I was 300 pounds though. I got
You're
down to, like,
you're literally a
200,
rotund.
and then, yeah, shit happens, bro. I'll be back on that grind though. I will keep Kiwi Farms updated on my weight loss journey though. Don't worry. I honestly don't feel I'm as big as Nova. Like maybe weight wise.
You literally are.
5'9".
Oh yeah.
I actually have a pretty good amount of muscle mass. I'm definitely a big.
Excuse me? Bullshit? Bullshit?
Bullshit. But what shocks me even more is the sheer amount of my online information that is being compromised. Take this screenshot from one of my relatives showing all of his private information, including his home address and phone
Ad
numbers,
spot.
which is all only
Ad
one
spot.
Google search away from being uncovered. I'm sure if he knew this, he would start wearing a tinfoil hat and board up all of his windows, knowing all of his personal information is being sold to the black market.
I know a
Data
lot of
brokers are
old people that
companies
would be like
rely on
that. It's
selling
funny.
data
It really
online
is
as
when you
scammers,
experience it in real
spammers,
life.
even stalkers for their own profit. Your full name, email, home address, health records, relatives info, it's all out there. Legally, these companies are required to remove your info once you request them to. They don't always do that, making the process confusing. Aura, the
There we go.
sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information
Hey.
and automatically submits
Lemur
opt-out
should have
requests
about looked
for
like
me.
that if he was counting on Nova, not being literally the same size. To be honest, just saying.
Just help with data broker removal. It also provides 24/7 monitoring to keep your account clean and tightly secure. It notifies you if your info gets
There we go.
poor hygiene and call them all broke-ass bums for still living with their parents, despite it being exposed on Kiwi Farms that he still lives with his entire family at the age of 21, which in any other circumstance,
I mean, it's
except
normal.
Lemur's, would be perfectly fine.
Still.
Hell, I have no shame in admitting that I still live with my family, and I'm the exact same age as this dusty degenerate. It's simply the fact
You know,
he
to be
tries
honest,
make this a
same.
focal
I am
point
quite
across
literally
multiple
same
different videos about
situation.
how
That's
he's
just
living
how.
this
That's just
lavish
life.
lifestyle that these
But
next
realistic.
UFC covers could only dream of. When he looks like a star player for the team, I mean, the apple ain't really fallen far from the tree here. All
So
of his dress are just a window
true.
into his own soul. His room is a cluttered mess. His ex-girlfriend
Oh,
said he smelled
no,
like
I didn't know about that.
an unkept barnyard. And I mean, come on, dog. Is that supposed to be a beard? It looks like
What the fuck is that actually? Literally because of these people, anytime I get any sorts of freaking bum fluff on me, I see myself in the mail and just like, fuck, I'm looking like them, and I just shave that fucking shit off because, like, well, one, I should probably just not be looking at these people. I can probably grow a freaking beard just fine, but anytime I get it, I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm looking like the leaping lolcow, or fuck, I'm looking like Nova Online, and I go bzz, 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 and now I'm all babyface again. But moving on.
a
Mr.
shader pack that
Bumfluff?
hasn't finished loading in yet. It looks like you fished out your brother's pubic hair from the bathroom drain and glued it onto your face. Basically, everything about this guy was a walking double standard. I believe at one point he even said over text messages that he outright despises fat people. It's almost impressive you can lack that much
But you're fat
self-awareness,
yourself.
because
That
after
makes
finding
no
out his true
sense.
identity, his videos now feel like you're watching an Uncle Ruckus variant that hates obesity.
French onion soup, please.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
Nova, you should have known not to with me, you fat meatball. Dude, you're dumb as
Now, everything I
you
shared about
fat
Lemur so far
meatball.
is incredibly ironic. He absolutely set himself up and 100% deserves to get made fun of for it. But in comparison to some of the other yeasty beasts I've talked about on the channel, his
Yeasty
actions
beast
seem
is
relatively
crazy.
harmless. Sure,
Oh
what he
my
does is pretty
gosh.
distasteful, but it doesn't justify or really explain why half of Leaping Lemur's audience leaped the fuck off his channel overnight. Well, if you rightly recall, I briefly mentioned something about Lemur having a girlfriend just a few months ago. And this very possessive, overly horny, controlling relationship would be the very key in solving the puzzle to why this man deserves his downfall. Apparently around Halloween, Lemur would make his advances and start e-dating this 19-year-old viewer of his on Discord that goes by the name of Teeth Gums. But for this video's sake, her real name is Lily. The two dated for around a whopping month, and after texting back and forth with this girl for like a week or two,
Yeah, after a week or two, this bro got so attached. It's so weird. Like, it really seems like this guy had no relationship whatsoever, but he got oh so crazily attached within the first week or two. And it was, oh my gosh, moving on.
he would proudly make their relationship very public, and Lemur would even hit the point of desperation where he would try to persuade Lily to go into his streams and interact with his viewers just so he could swoop in and be all like, "Back up, Buster, don't be getting the hots for my Discord kid." Really cringy fedora tipping thanks for the gold stranger shit. It's pretty sad, like I said, these two have only been dating for a couple weeks at this point, but during the time Lemur would go into this little love spree and air out all their private info, he ended up getting his girlfriend doxxed on the hellscape of Kiwi Farms, which is a fate worse than sudden death, and Lemur was 100%
Realistically, being that he's a part of all this lolcow stuff, he should have known better than to frickin' do anything. Being like, oh my gosh, guys, I got a girlfriend. Here's her information. Looky here. Oh my gosh, this is my girlfriend's information. You're in the lolcow community. Kiwi Farms is a thing. How stupid are you?
conscious about the risk of sharing his private life with such a relentless community online, but he was a man in love. His Discord goddess was running through his mind all day that he just couldn't help but profess her beauty to the internet every 5 minutes. And when Lily was worried for her safety after her entire family got doxxed and put on Kiwi Farms, instead of providing comfort or feeling concerned about his partner, Lemur just claims she's overreacting, saying getting doxxed is a universal challenge all YouTubers have to go through, so she just needs to thug it out and stop acting like a pussy. Which is so incredibly stupid. I mean, you could see in the messages that some weirdo even went out of their way to contact her from the Kiwi thread itself, and it's entirely all his fault. This whole ordeal could have been easily prevented if Lemur just shut his mouth from the beginning and kept his relationship on a low profile. He would shift the blame towards Lily and state that she should have known what kind of trouble she could get into for dating a lolcow historian, insisting over and over again that he gave her plenty of warnings towards the danger that comes from being associated with him. Like he wasn't the one a minute ago downplaying the entire concept of doxing as a whole, talking about, oh, who cares about a mid-tier YouTuber? I just make silly lolcow content.
So like a few months ago, I had started dating somebody
I...
online, which isn't a good idea. But what also isn't a good idea is that I told them about my
Okay, he's being stupid. Dating somebody online isn't really a bad idea. It's more like, it's more likely the relationship's probably gonna fail, because that's typically how online relationships go. It's just an average thing. It always happens. He's just trying to cover his ass, and it's so blindingly freaking pathetic. Oh, Christ.
YouTube channel, which at the time didn't seem like a big deal because they were also posting stuff online. I thought they understood like lolcow culture. I thought they understood content.
Lemur is so stupid. Just because somebody posts content online does not mean they know how other communities work. That's like being, oh, you're a farmer. That means you know how to grow papaya. You know how to grow oranges. You know how to grow all this stuff because you're a farmer. That is not how it works at all. Bro is lacking so much common sense, he could frickin' feed Africa with it. Come
said
on.
that they watch me a lot, and I was like, cool, that's what's up. I told them that, you know, there's a risk to posting your face online, there's a risk to being associated with me. They said that that was cool. They were like, well, they didn't say that was cool, but they were like, oh, you know, that's crazy, that's insane, whatever.
Right off the bat, we're not making a lick of sense. He starts his speech off by saying he told Lily his YouTube channel like it was some sort of secret, but not even 10 seconds later, he says that she's been a longtime viewer that watches his content.
But what also isn't a good idea is that I told them about my YouTube channel. I thought they understood content. They said that they watched me a lot.
What the fuck?
It would also be exposed that Lemur was this obsessively clingy man-child throughout the entire relationship. For instance, when Lily
I can just imagine, like, he already knows this girl's a fan, and this is how the situation would go. Oh, fan, by the way, I have a YouTube channel that you totally don't watch. Oh my gosh, aren't I famous? Aren't I cool? Oh.
would be going about her day, probably working away at her job. Lemur would crawl out of the shadows on some Ted Bundy timing and randomly send her Instagram reels of completely irrelevant couples catching each other cheating out of nowhere and threaten to take her life if she ever thought about doing the same. The classic, if I can't have you, then no one can.
Yeah, cool. I see that trope all over the internet. Like, if you cheat on me, I'm gonna kill you. The moment any partner threatens your life over cheating is about the time you separate, because that's not like that's nowhere near justified killing somebody because they cheated on you. That's such a well, I can't say that word. Guys, don't get mad at me. I was about to say the funny R word, but hey. We don't do that. You don't kill somebody because they freaking stubbed your toe. That's gang logic. Oh, you bumped into me. You disrespected me. I'm gonna kill you. Wait, no, that's actually the same logic. When you cheat on somebody that is disrespectful, you are disrespecting them. So yeah, that's literally gang logic. Oh, you disrespected me. I'm gonna kill you. You broke up. You cheated on me. I'm gonna kill you. Pathetic.
I mean, this is really painful. Imagine going on your lunch break and checking what your partners have been up to today, only to find 30 UDY reels and the message saying they're gonna slime you out. Here we have Exhibit B, another wall of shame. He kind of just has a whole therapy session for himself in the DMs here. I'm upset. I miss you, bruh. And I'm sick. I want my girlfriend.
I'm upset. I miss you, bruh. I'm sick. I want my girlfriend back. The fuck? Oh. I'm sorry, guys.
Babe, I'm gonna lay down and be sad till you get back. When I'm done being sad, I'll play my game. I miss you. You're mean.
Babe, I'm gonna lay down and maybe be sad till you get back. When I'm done being sad, I'll play my game. I'll miss you. You're mean.
You're way too big to be acting like this, bro. Have some dignity. Like, at this point, talk to an AI. At least it'll respond back. I'm just dramatic, I guess. Yeah, that's true. You got homework. Yes, you are dramatic. I give you time and attention. I respond to your texts, and I have called you 3 separate times today. And each of those times have been 10 to...
You know, realistically, off that, it would honestly make more sense if the roles are switched. If the girl was acting like that, and the dude is the blue. If the roles were switched, I would almost think, is what it is. Woman be woman. But it's like a rotund dude that almost looks like a Discord mod acting like that. I don't know if I'm wrong for saying that, but to be realistic, if it were a woman acting like what he was, society would look at it and just be like, okay, it is what it is, but like, bro, being rotund and acting like that, incredibly weird, just saying.
40 minutes. You called me twice, and once was for 5 minutes, as he stomps his foot in the ground and crosses his arms. I wanted to hang out.
You only called me twice, once was for 5 minutes.
With you, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like this guy can't comprehend the fact that people have lives outside of their bedroom. She was
such an awesome bedroom, totally.
What woman with any self-respect would choose to sit there all day and listen to you heavily breathe into the microphone? But of course, calling him multiple times a day wasn't enough, and he would go right back to accusing her of cheating more.
One of the more glaring examples, which you'll see on screen right now, was Lemur accusing Teeth Gums of talking to her ex the entire time that her and Lemur were together, and the reason he was able to figure this out out is because he saw a TikTok about a woman who put their phone on silent in the middle of the night. For a person who covers Tofiichu and understands how much he bases real life off of TikTok, you would think he would be able to separate the two, but no, with no thought at all, just began accusing her of cheating.
Lemur would also heavily imply that he wanted complete financial control over Lily, encouraging her to quit her job and solely rely on him for
Bruh, this is not 6 months, this is not a year, this is not a multi-year relationship. This is within a month. He's like, I want to be your financial money daddy. Oh my gosh, I got all this money. I'm gonna be your daddy. Brother, touch more grass, touch more grass. But yes, onto the tech. Okay, hi chat. Now we're back. We had some technical issues, so we're back. Just as I was about to do, read that text. Yeah, I got money. I got 3,000 in my savings. I'm a rich guy. Yeah. Just take $100, babe. I get rent for my sister soon anyway, like $300. It's fine. Just don't be thinking any motherfucker can take care of you like I can take care of you. Understand me? Autocorrect be bugging. I'm such a cool guy, aren't I? Moving on.
financial control over Lily, encouraging her to quit her job and solely rely on him for all of their income. Despite trying to flex, he only has $3,000 in his bank account. Like, buddy, you ain't taking care of shit. On December 2nd, after about a month of putting up with his obsessive behavior, Lemur would give the bright idea of flying out and having the two meet up in person for the first time at a hotel room that he booked. Lily would end
Mind you, this is after only a month of knowing each other. Well, I'd say another month, maybe 3 months after knowing each other, both of you adults, sure. But after a month, that's kind of weird. Like a month, no, 3, maybe 4, 5, sure, 6, why not? But like, ooh, so weird. With how goonerish he is, well, we already know he just wanted to fuck, but still, we'll get to that one.
going out and staying with him for 3 nights, where she would constantly describe being blackout drunk and plastered beyond belief with the alcohol that Lemur provided her, which is already extremely weird. He already knew what sort of trouble he could get in by acknowledging on text that he's supplying an underage person alcohol, because remember, she's
Okay, yeah, she's 19 and he's giving her enough alcohol that day, like night after night, she's getting blackout drunk. I could only see it be slightly different if she wasn't 19, but she was 20. For me, 20 to 21, that's not really big of a difference. Yes, it's a difference between being illegally drinking and legally drinking. But, some Wes info, if I remember right, I started drinking like when I was 19 turning 21. I mean, 19 turning 20. I'm pretty sure it was like the winter time. My birthday's March 3rd, so I think it was like October through to me being 21. I was at home. My parents were like, "Hey, we know you're gonna get access to alcohol. You might as well have your first few times be at home where we can watch you." And that's just how it went. And it went, hey, I'm safe. I never got any trouble. I mainly, drank at home. But still, I never got any trouble. There was no drunk driving incidents whatsoever. Again, she's 19. I would see it different if she was 20, but it still ain't really okay, to be honest. Moving on, though.
19 and he's 21 at this time. However, just on the first night is when everything would take a drastic turn. When Lily recalled waking up in the hotel bed without any clothes on, being utterly confused on how she got naked in the first place. And when asked if anything sexual has happened, she claims Lemur heavily pressured her into doing things with him, but was reluctant to directly call it SA. Either way, it's extremely gross that you're even trying to make sexual advances towards somebody that's almost rendered unconscious. With the booze that
yeah, she's boozed up and you're trying to fuck her. Your first fuck when you're with a new partner should honestly be sober. I know, crazy idea. But like first, second, third, fourth, be fucking sober. You guys just figuring out each other out. But again, common sense is a myth nowadays. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but like, come on. That just seems like common sense, to be honest.
you were providing them, especially if they're under the legal drinking age. That just screams being a predator. Plus, Lily herself would say in a bunch of different messages that she remembers him touching her in weird ways that made her extremely uncomfortable.
We're tired, we're going to sleep.
Yes,
This is what I remember, by
SA.
the way. We're going to sleep. And before all
Let's
of
get
this,
some
though,
light.
like,
There
I
we
was
go.
telling him
Hey, I'm
about
lit
how I
up.
feel comfortable,
Ooh.
the way he touches me, like, he would literally extend his arm out and slap my, like, and grab it to where I was like, dude, stop, like, I don't like it. Like, if you're listening to this, I know you are. I did tell you, and you know I did. I told you I was uncomfortable with it, and you did it anyway. Many times you said, oh, sorry, I'm just so clingy. I'm just so clingy. He would just excuse it with, oh, I'm just so clingy, and you're just so, I don't know, like, are you even into me? Like,
Feels it, babe. Oh, you're, babe, stop. This is creepy. No, I'm just so clingy. There's a difference between being clingy and being touchy. Am I crazy? There's, I swear, there's literally a difference between being clingy and being touchy. You can be clingy and just want to cuddle up to your partner and be like, so warm, so comfy. But then there's feeling your partner up. Freaking touching them, rubbing them all over. Touchy, touchy, touchy versus, lean on their shoulder. There's a difference. Come on.
now this is where the story gets a little weird because he starts throwing up. I'm taking care of him, but at the same time, I don't feel good either.
Yeah.
And then I start to not remember the night. This is when the crazy part happens.
I find it interesting. The girl that has so much less drinking experience not getting sick like he getting sick. And honestly, I believe he's drinking much more than he's led on to believe. Look at his freaking statement near the beginning of the video being like, I don't drink, guys, but parties drink. I be drinking. Like, oh my gosh. Come on.
This happened on the first night, mind you. All I really remember is that I got so drunk to the point where he's throwing up.
And crazy idea. The first night you're with somebody that you just met, or the first night you're with a partner that you're new with, maybe you don't drink. Maybe not even the first week. I mean, it's different if you meet your partner at a bar, sure. But we're talking like an online relationship becoming real. Isn't it not a crazy idea to have like the first night, if not few or week, have no alcohol involved, or at least very little? Maybe, okay, get a little buzzed. Maybe, after like a few nights, sure. But getting so blasted you don't remember the night? I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm not sorry. You should actually, like, know your partner IRL for a bit before you guys get freaking blackout night after night. Crazy idea? I know. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
I'm sick.
People.
I'm not feeling well. I don't know what happened, but I'm just gonna cut to the point where I wake up because I'm telling you right now, I do not remember what happened besides me taking care of him. I wake up and I'm naked.
Okay.
Mind you, I don't know why I am, but me as a person, I respect myself enough to know that I shouldn't be on the first night.
Even though the evidence isn't exactly substantial, the story Lily has painted so far makes Lemur look like an absolute monster that forced her into doing sexual things with him, being a giant creeping creamer. Plus her story
Creeping creamer, I love it.
around different narratives of what she thinks happened to her that night. But when the time came for Lemur to take the stand and defend himself, he would switch his story around and shift all the blame on Lily, claiming she was the one who pressured them to drink, and how he didn't even want to the whole time because he hardly ever drinks himself, and how the relationship between them was only a 2-year age gap, so even if she was underage, it wasn't his fault for supplying them drinks because she's an adult that can decide what she wants. Which is total bullshit. This guy made the premeditated plan for weeks to meet up with a fan of his, give her alcohol just so he could have a chance of mashing pissers with her. Then he tried attempting to say that he was the one who was actually more hammered than Lily was, claiming that he was going in and out of consciousness despite being able to recall every single detail where Lily could remember none, which doesn't really make much sense if you claim to be even more intoxicated than her. But then he would explain the reason on why she was naked was because he was trying to innocently help her out to a shower, but I'm not really too inclined to believe that when he would also describe in detail on somebody's live stream about how he apparently dry humped her until he finished, claiming that Lily was fine with it at the time.
Brother, come on. I would have rather a story come out of her being drunk as shit and her catching him masturbating in the other room or masturbating somewhere. But dry humping her until he finished? Uh, oh my god. Come on. I hate this dude. I hate this dude.
But when she was later asked about it, she said it was one of the many things she has no recollection of.
Lily claims that she like woke up naked, and you claimed that you like I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, are you able to kind of respond to that, or like give them a context,
Totally.
like why that happened?
Totally. So me, like, I'm gonna actually send you a screenshot right now.
Okay.
Lily was planning for me to. She wanted me to give her alcohol. She wanted us to get drunk. Here's one, like 4 days before it happened. I'm not gonna lie, like I cut out a little bit of me being cringy because we were low key kind of getting a little you know, like I'm not one to share that kind of shit. But it's pretty obvious, like, this is the conversation we had. It's well in context. You can understand. We finna get drunk this Friday, right? So what does that make you feel, Tarman, when you hear this girl come on stream and acting as though I fed her alcohol and I sexually assaulted her when she knew the fact that we were going to drink and we were going to have sex?
All right.
I'm probably going to try to grow as a person. This was a shitty relationship. Me and Lily should not have gotten together. That's the first step I'm going to take.
I don't want to really describe it too much, but like, you know, she was bent over and then I was thrusting a little bit and then she started backing herself into me type shit. That's what I mean when I say she rode me, is that she was like backing herself into me and then we
I think there's a difference between somebody riding you and like leaning in, maybe by accident. I don't know. All I know is riding versus bent over and leaning. I feel like that's just a little bit different. Just saying. Two different things. You're talking about apples and bananas. Come on now.
finished. I got up and she cleaned herself off. Only time Lily did state she was uncomfortable was during her state of what she describes as drunken psychosis. It seemed as though I'm some kind of weird creep who pushed things on her, when at no time did she tell me sexual contact made her feel uncomfortable or she didn't enjoy our time together. This whole thing, she was completely lucid. She was able to say yes or no, push me off. She was walking around the bed. We were both drunk, don't get me wrong, but we were both lucid enough to move around the room. I helped Lily to the shower because she wanted to take a shower, and she was able to get up out of the shower and I was able to help her to bed. In this portion, Lily describes both of us as really drunk. She even says at one point I was throwing up. I would argue that on the first day, I was way more drunk than Lily was. I was hammered, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I hadn't eaten all day. I just came off this flight and she wanted to
Realistically, you don't know if she was more or less drunk than you. If you were hammered, you probably don't remember if she was hammered or not too. She could have been hammered too, and you don't know because you were hammered. Logic, come on, you're missing it.
drink. So I decided, cool, let's drink. I was really drunk and I ended up almost passing out. Like I was barely able to help her to the shower because I myself was about to pass out.
So he's trying to assign all the blame on her instead of taking
So you're hammered, she's hammered. How clothes get off for one, let alone moving on.
accountability for being the older adult that shouldn't have used liquor to get laid in the first place. And if you thought that couldn't get any worse, he would also casually admit he lies about things for fun. One of
Haha, liquor. I'm so sad that he knew her. Haha.
his favorite pastimes is lying about what happens in his life on the internet, which is awesome. I'm glad he was comfortable to bring that to the front of the class to share. But it's like, homie, you were actively fighting for your career and from being labeled as a sexual abuser. How would this information turn the tide into your favor? Like, what possessed you to say something this stupid as you're defending yourself from life-ruining allegations?
Oh, that dude, you know how much shit on the internet I lie about? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I try not to lie about serious shit, but
Yeah. Why?
You're
did
talking
you lie
about lying.
Black?
I like I
Wait.
said, that's gonna go back into the thing where like sometimes I just be lying. Like I had said,
He just lied about.
So he's talking about how he lies on the internet, guys. You know, well, he's being grilled about something that happened. How much of this has he just lied about? I'm just saying, when somebody says, I'd be lying, are they telling the truth in this situation? Just like when people like talk about how they can flippy flap their gums and get people in trouble, aka master manipulator. Something tells me you should not listen to anything they say because something tells me they're flippy flapping their gums and you shouldn't trust a damn thing they say. So, he just talking about how he be lying all the time on the internet. He's being interviewed over the internet. Yeah, something tells me he's lied about just about everything. Just saying. Allegedly, he's lying about just about everything. Allegedly. I must say that. Haha. Try and sue me. I said allegedly. Go fuck yourself, leaping lolcow creamer.
Stupid shit for no reason, huh?
Yeah, well, I had said not the N word with a hard R, but you know, I'm Mexican. Around here in
Yeah.
California, we say that. We be saying that shit. So I had said it, and then I was like, fuck it, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm black, guys.
So just for a little recap to make sure we're all on the same page here, this guy's a
I have a 0.00% of blackness in me, so I can say the word. Yes, I can. Actually,
compulsive liar that planned to meet up with someone for the first time ever in a hotel room, give that same person who's under the legal limit so much liquor to the point where they black out and don't remember anything, apparently has his way with her, then tries to innocently say he was taking all her clothes off to help her to the shower. Then when all of this gets exposed to the public, he comes out with an apology video pointing all the blame towards her for egging him on and roping him into all of this when it was his idea to meet up to begin with. Oh yeah, and he lied about being black too for whatever reason.
You can listen to my voice right now and tell me if I'm lying. People are trying to look for me and shit online, obviously. Like,
you can listen to my voice right now. Tell me if I'm lying. The sky, the color is purple. The grass, it's blue. Oh wait, no, the grass, it's pink. It's pink, guys. Look outside. The grass is pink. You could tell in my voice if I'm lying, right? The air, we're actually living in water, guys. Yes, please trust. You could tell, like my voice. You could tell if I'm lying or not. I'm a multi-billionaire. I'm just acting like I'm a working class guys. I'm a multi-billionaire. You could tell. You could tell in my voice if I'm lying or not, right, guys? Right, guys? Right? Oh my gosh.
I probably wouldn't be able to lie this good. So I'm telling you right now, this girl isn't a very good person. She isn't a very good person at all. Like, you have to understand that. And that's why most of the shit that she is saying about me that is negative isn't corroborated by text. It isn't corroborated by screenshots that I know that she would have because she has other ones. It's hearsay.
I want your coochie. I've been waiting forever. It feels like I need to nut. Come call me and
just pretend I'm rotund as fuck. Discord kitten, I want your coochie. Come call me and give me some coochie. Let's talk with me for a little. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys.
Give me some coochie and talk with me for a little. Is this like the first time he's ever been aroused? Why is he just commanding that he needs to nut like that? Anyways,
need
I
to
don't know
nut.
what the hell Lemur's going on about, but
Hey
Lemur's
guys,
evidence is
I need to
absolutely
nut.
towering over his and makes his response videos look like an absolute joke. I think throughout the entire duration of his so-called apology video, he didn't even say sorry once for the behavior he gave Lily online or in real life. And if you thought he couldn't be more of an egotistical asshole, he would also confidently say that everybody will forget about this situation in a week. It'll all blow over because using his logic, he's just a mid-tier YouTuber who allegedly assaulted his girlfriend. So who cares, right?
When we were doing our thing, like, this is a girl that I don't drink. I just turned 21 not too long ago. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't drink, guys. I just turned 21 like a few years ago, but I don't drink. Proceeds to drink.
So
oh wait, I have drinking. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, I chill. Like, I get chill when I drink.
You're a fucking idiot.
I don't drink, I'm drinking, that's what I do. I mean, like, I obviously don't even want to defend you, but even if I had the change of heart, you make it impossible with your wording. Like, if your lawyer had to watch this video, he would probably start tying a rope around his ceiling fan. For a bit of bonus content, he would also try to insinuate that Lily became psychotic and started swinging fists at him, even reaching the point where she was biting him on the arms when he was trying to restrain her after she was trashing the room around and started breaking the hotel's property. For the evidence to show any of his claims being true, he would present a single photo of his arm.
Yeah, that almost looks like he literally went to his arm and give him a good old nibble himself. That does not look like, you know, somebody trying to bite. That does not look like a third part. Well, I mean, a second party doing that. That looks like a first party self-inflicted. Like, I'm gonna do it for some quick evidence, guys. Just
And it
saying.
honestly just looks like a couple of bug bites. This entire situation is extremely
Yeah, a couple of bug
sketchy,
bites
and
too.
there's
That
hours
also
of
works too.
screenshots and moments from his apology that I could individually dissect, but I think the message of this guy being an untrustworthy piece of shit has been clearly received. I don't think it's a mystery anymore to see why the Leaping Lemur has been bleeding subscribers over the past couple of weeks, and hopefully if you were a fan of this guy's channel and was unaware to what was happening, this video will make you consider otherwise. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on this vid before your dad.
But like, yeah, I would honestly question, if not look at people weird that still follow the Leaping Lemur and know this information. He's a piece of human garbage. Like, oh my gosh. Nobody should follow him, and he should, like, go put some fries in the bag. Don't come back to the internet. We don't want you. You are a piece of crap. But hey, if you guys enjoy my rantings, my ramblings, you should, like, hype up the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If not, you know, boost up them numbers, as Jillywig would say. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Everybody stay safe. Good night. Bye-bye.